Yo, grab your popcorn and buckle up because this right here, this ain't just another rap beef. This is a full-blown hip-hop civil war. And at the center of it, one of the biggest names in music. Yes, the Drake. But after the last 72 hours, he might never be welcome back in hip-hop again. Ever. Word on the street is that Drizzy just got hit with the unthinkable and unofficial but dead serious industry-wide ban from the rap game. Artists are cutting ties. Producers are backing out. Even venues are reportedly pulling out of future dates. The OVO empire, crumbling in real time. And just when you thought it couldn't get crazier, Travis Scott steps in and throws major shade at Kendrick. Layman, the middle of all this chaos, dragging his name back into the fire with a cryptic tweet that had fans gasping. Now everyone's asking, is Travis switching sides? Is Drake being set up, or did he really cross a line that even hip-hop can't forgive? We got alleged secret DMS, messy studio fallout, and behind-the-scenes drama that'll have your jaw on the floor. This is the story everyone's afraid to tell. Let's get into it. So here's how it all really started. The moment the internet caught on fire wasn't even a full diss track drop, with a single leaked voice note. Allegedly from a private group chat that Drake didn't even know was being recorded. In the voice note, Drake could be heard talking recklessly, and not just about Kendrick or Pusha like usual. This time he crossed a line that had people furious. In the audio, he allegedly referred to certain hip-hop pioneers as washed relics, and questioned why people still act like they invented the game. Now, normally a spicy comment like that might just spark Twitter debates. But this time, it hit different. Because the person he was allegedly talking about? Ness. Yes, Ness. And that was just the start. Within hours, a close affiliate of Nas rapper and producer Large Professor tweeted a cryptic message. Respect is earned, not bought. Fans instantly put two and two together, and soon the hashtag Drake is over party was trending worldwide. But White Tit gets wilder, because just as the internet started exploding, someone from Travis Scott's camp dropped a mysterious snippet on Instagram Live. And guess what? In the background of that snippet, you could clearly hear Travis laughing and saying, "Nah, Kendrick warned y'all." It's that one line. It flipped everything upside down to see. Fans had been speculating for months that Travis and Kendrick were working on something behind the scenes. But no one expected Travis to publicly align with Kendrick after all the quiet shade he's taken in the past. And now it was starting to look like Travis was taking sides. And not just subtly boldly. The very next morning, Drake posted a now-deleted story with just one sentence. "Never bite the hand that feeds you." And the caption, "Clowns are everywhere this season." No names were dropped, but fans didn't need a name. They knew exactly who he meant. And then came the flood. Cardi B unfollowed Drake. So did Megan Thee Stallion. Even DJ Khaled's, Mr. We the Best himself, quietly removed several posts promoting his last collab with Drake. Insiders say there's a private chat among industry heads. And word is, there was a votes, an actual vote on whether to distance professionally from Drizzy. This wasn't just a few petty unfollows. This was a coordinated move, almost like a soft ban, and fans, they were eating it up. Comments everywhere were going crazy. Some people said Drake had been arrogant for too long. Others said he was being targeted. One user wrote, "You mean to tell me Travis, Kendrick, and maybe even J. Cole all been waiting to jump him? That's scary." Another said Drake finally lost the game he used to control. But let's rewind for a second, because the real tension didn't start with that voice note. If you've been paying attention, the cracks were showing for months. Insiders say things started falling apart after that whole AI controversy. Remember when that AI-generated Kendrick diss dropped and everyone thought it was real? Word is, Drake knew about it before it leaked. And according to one industry source, he allegedly approved it to drop just to shake the room. Now, that might sound harmless to some, but others saw it as dirty play. One producer close to Kendrick said, "This ain't just rap beef anymore. This is legacy warfare. But while everyone was focused on Drake versus Kendrick, nobody saw Travis coming. Apparently, Travis has been holding on to receipts. Remember the rumors from last year about Drake allegedly blocking Travis from getting a #1 with Utopia? Well, insiders now say it wasn't a rumor. Drake reportedly pulled some serious label strings to delay Travis's rollout just to keep his own album. Claire, Travis ain't saying nothing back then, but now? Oh, he's talking. Loud dot in another clip leaked from a closed afterparty. Travis is heard saying, "Some folks act like gods, but they bleed like everyone else." He didn't say a name, but fans know that tone. They've heard it before and now. Kendrick fans are resurfacing old clips ones where Kendrick talked about the sixth god being an illusion. It's like they've been waiting for this downfall. And it's not just fans. Other rappers are quietly joining in. Vince Staples liked a shady post. Tyler, the Creator, allegedly turned down an OvoFest invite last minute. Even Shahu's been pretty neutral retweeted a post that said, "Real artistry don't need puppets." Now, here's where it gets even messier. According to an anonymous source at a major label, several artists under the Universal umbrella are now being strongly advised not to associate with Drake's team until the dust settles. The source added, "No one wants to get dragged down. Right now, it's radio silence from his usual allies." Back at OVO headquarters, things aren't calm either. A member of Drake's inner circle, one of his earliest day ones, was spotted leaving his studio in Law looking visibly upset. Paparazzi caught him muttering, "They turned their back." All of them. Then fans are speculating that even some of Drake's closest producers are questioning the next move. The most chilling moment came during a live stream by Charlemagne Tha, God, where he said, "Yo, if Drake don't address this directly, it might be the first time he don't recover. This is looking like exile." And that's when the unthinkable happened. Billboard, of all platforms, ran a headline that read, "Has Drake finally burned too many bridges?" And for the first time in over a decade, they didn't include him in their top 3 current artists list. He was number 6. Number 6. You could feel the shift. And remember that deleted post Drake made? The one about clowns and biting hands? Kendrick responded not with words, but with action. He dropped a short film on his YouTube titled "Legacy Over Loyalty." In the final scene, a character dressed like a king is shown sitting alone in a castle, while everyone else walks out the gates. Fans lost their minds. They said it was a direct shot at Drake symbolizing the king being left alone, clinging to a throne no one respects anymore. And now, everyone's watching Travis like a hawk dot because here's the plot twist. Word is Travis has a song ready to drop, and the snippet features some lines that sound very pointed. Lines like, "Used to pray for guidance, now I'm praying they expose you." Fans think this is the moment he's finally choosing a side publicly. And if that's true, if Travis Scott really joins Team Kendrick, then it's not just a beef dot, it's a war dot. And the scary part, Drake might not have enough soldiers left. Not from fans, not from the blogs, but from Drake himself. For the first time in over a decade, Drizzy goes completely quiet. No stories, no cryptic captions, no surprise freestyles. He announces a surprise show in LA titled "Legacy Over Loyalty." Yes, the same name as Kendrick's short film. It's a clear cosign. Kendrick doesn't even promote the event. But guess who shows up backstage? It's J. Cole. And now fans are losing their minds. Because Cole, who's been trying to stay neutral for years, might finally be picking a side. Backstage footage shows Cole and Travis in deep conversation. One clip catches Cole saying, "It's time we stand on truth." Fans take that as confirmation. The big 3 everyone talked about. It's now looking like the big 2 versus 1. And that one. Drake. But it doesn't stop there. The night of the concert, Travis debuts a brand new track. The beat, eerie, dark, and aggressive. And the lyrics. Let's just say there's no more guessing. He raps puppets with platinum plaques. been acting like they the map till real ones circled back and exposed all of that cap. The crowd goes wild. Everyone knows who he's talking about. Even Drake's diehard fans can't deny it anymore. This is open war. And that's when Kendrick walks out. Unannounced, no intro, no warning. The arena erupts. Kendrick walks to the mic, looks out at the crowd and says only 4 words. Hip-hop cleans itself up, cutes the mic and walks off. No performance, no verse, just a message. And that's when things explode. Immediately after that, dozens of artists start resharing the clip. Ty Dolla $ign, Dave East, even old heads like Q-Tip and Talib Kweli post it with fire emojis. People are calling it the line that buried Drake. Some even say it was more powerful than a diss track. Within 24 hours, Spotify reports a massive dip in Drake's streams across multiple playlists. OVO's main page sees a drop in followers. Even longtime OVO affiliates like Roy Woods start distancing themselves. Back in Toronto, Drake is reportedly fuming. Sources say he feels betrayed by people he put on, people he helped feed. He's said to be working day and night in the studio, planning something no one expects. But internally, the vibe is not good. And now comes the bombshell. A leaked email hits Twitter, allegedly from a Live Nation rep. It suggests that 2 major festivals are considering removing or reducing Drake's appearances due to audience response risk. The email says, with ongoing narrative shifts and brand sensitivities, we need to assess optics. Fans are shocked. This isn't just rap beef anymore. This is the industry closing doors. Meanwhile, Drake's mom, yes, his actual mother, gets dragged into the mess. During a paparazzi moment outside a charity event in Toronto, she's asked if Drake is okay. Her response? He's strong. But people forget he's human too. That clip goes viral. Fans start debating whether Drake's mental health is being affected by the backlash. The comments section becomes a war zone. Some say he deserves it for years of sneak dissing and industry manipulation. Others say they're going too far. This is bullying now. But while the internet fights, Drake finally breaks his silence. And not with a track, not with a tweet. He goes live, unannounced. Over 800,000 people join instantly. He sits in a dimly lit room. No chains, no hype, just Drake. And he speaks directly to the camera. He says, I've never claimed to be perfect. I've made mistakes. But I built this culture with my blood, sweat, and sleepless nights. And if you think I'm about to bow out quietly, you got me confused with someone else. He pauses, then adds, this game's not about loyalty. It's about moments. And trust me, mine's coming. He ends the live. And just like that, everyone's back on alert. Blogs repost it with titles like Drake's not done yet and the calm before the comeback. Fans start speculating, is he about to drop the most savage response of his career? But others aren't convinced. One verified user tweets, we've heard that tone before. This time, the wolves smell blood. And in the middle of all this, another twist, a mysterious Twitter page posts an unreleased track allegedly featuring Drake. Recorded months ago, but never dropped. In the track, he raps, I made stars out of stardust, built M up just to watch M combust. Now, they bite the hand that fed M crumbs, but can't digest the trust. Fans are divided. Some call it a lyrical masterpiece. Others say it's too little, too late. But what no one can deny, the tension is at an all-time high, and just when you think the drama can't go any further, Travis posts a simple tweet. Legacies aren't bought. They're proven, with a rose emoji, that same rose. It's what Kendrick used in his Mr. Morale album rollout. The symbolism is getting deeper. Fans start calling it the Black Rose movement. Some even joke that Travis and Kendrick have formed a hip-hop resistance against corporate rap. But others, they believe this is a strategic takedown of Drake's influence planned long ago. And now, whispers are growing. Some claim J. Cole, Kendrick, and Travis are planning a joint album. Others say they're going on tour together, excluding Drake entirely. The phrase Drake ban starts popping up in comment sections. Some call it exaggerated. Others believe it's real. But the question on everyone's mind, can Drake survive this? Or has the culture finally turned its back on the one who once ran it? So after that mysterious tweet from Travis with the rose emoji, the internet literally fractures into two camps. Team Kendrick Travis goal, now unofficially called the Black Rose Alliance by fans. And then there's Team Drake loyal OVO soldiers who are refusing to back down. The energy online is like a rap civil war. Twitter Spaces running 24/7. Instagram lives dissecting every lyric, every tweet, every eye twitch. Even Reddit is on fire with conspiracy threads about secret deals and ghostwriters, switching sides. But in the middle of all this noise, something real happens that nobody saw coming. A longtime OVO producer named Nikoa, behind-the-scenes figure in some of Drake's biggest hits, posts a story on Instagram that shocks everyone. It's a picture of a notebook filled with lyrics with a caption that simply says, "Gave this man my pen and he gave me silence. Fans are shook." Within minutes, the post is deleted, but it's too late. Screenshots fly. Now the narrative is shifting fast. People are wondering, is the ghostwriting thing about to come back to haunt Drake again? And right on cue, another blow lands. Quentin Miller, the original figure in Drake's ghostwriting scandal, pops up on a podcast out of nowhere. He looks calm, but there's heat in his words. He says, "I wasn't the only one writing. I was just the only one who got caught." He doesn't name names, but he doesn't need to. The internet connects the dots instantly. People start calling out Drake's catalog. Old songs are being replayed with suspicion. Bar by bar, fans are starting to ask, what did Drake actually write? And while OVO tries to do damage control, Kendrick keeps playing chess. Out of the blue, he announces a pop-up event in Compton called Reclaim the Throne. No promo, no features, just a low-key post with a date and time. People show up by the thousands. No security, no stage, just speakers, a mic, and real rap. Kendrick performs deep cuts, freestyles off the dome, and then invites local rappers on stage to share their stories. It's raw, it's emotional, and it's powerful. At the end of the event, he tells the crowd, hip-hop don't belong to corporations. It belongs to the people. The moment goes viral. Fans are crying. Older heads are praising him. And the Black Rose movement becomes more than just a nickname. It's now a full-blown cultural shift. Merch starts popping up. Shirts that say legacy over loyalty, hats that read the throne is earned. It's becoming a revolution. And Drake, he's watching it all happen. Sources close to him say he's feeling the weight of it. One insider says he's been calling people non-stop, people who used to owe him favors, trying to pull strings, get allies, maybe even recruit new ones. There are rumors that he reached out to Kanye. Others say he tried to get Nicki on a diss track. But here's the twist. Neither one responded. And that's when things get ugly. An audio leak drops on a blog that's known for being messy. It's a heated phone call, allegedly between Drake and a well-known executive. Drake can be heard saying, "I made all these people. And now they acting like I didn't put food in their fridge? Bet. I got something coming for all of them." The tone is dark. Fans are divided. Some say it sounds desperate. Others say it sounds like the old Drake is back, the ruthless. Take no prisoners Drake from back to back. Days. But then comes the biggest twist so far. A hacker group known for leaking celebrity content drops what they claim is a folder from Drake's personal cloud. Inside, allegedly, there's a diss track titled No Survivors. It hasn't been released yet. Fans are going insane. If this track is real, it could be nuclear. And not just lyrically, could expose things. Rumors swirl that the full version names names, calls out private deals, and even references old legal threats. The blogs are scrambling. Some say Drake's team is threatening lawsuits to keep it from spreading. Others say it's already too latits out there in the shadows, waiting to be leaked fully, and in the background, Travis is moving in silence. He starts showing up in photos with figures from Kendrick's circle. Even Isaiah Rashad is seen in a studio with him. A tweet from Teet's main account reads, "Unity is strength. Protect the culture." It's becoming clear now this isn't just a personal thing anymore. This is organized. It's like hip-hop's underground is forming a protective wall around its values, and Drake is standing on the outside then. Out of nowhere, Drake pulls a move no one expects. He drops a surprise track. But it's not a diss. It's a confessional. The beat is mellow, jazzy. The lyrics are raw and personal. He raps about betrayal, fame, aging in an industry that treats you like a god one day and a ghost the next. He says, "I've fed kings and got fed to wolves, shook hands with snakes and played it cool, built a throne on shaky ground. Now I'm the villain in my own hometown." Fans don't know what to think. Some say it's the most vulnerable he's ever been. Others call it emotional manipulation. The comments are full of arguments. Some say this is what makes Drake the GOAT, his ability to turn pain into art. Others say it's too late for feelings when the culture wants accountability. And then, boom, the biggest event of the year is announced. The Black Rose Showcase, hosted by Kendrick, Travis, and J. Cole. A 3-night festival in Atlanta, Oakland, and New York. Only independent or underground artists are allowed to perform. No corporate sponsors. No label puppets. It's the ultimate anti-Drake statement. Drake doesn't even react publicly. But sources say he's furious behind the scenes. Insiders say OVO's legal team tried to block the event's use of certain samples, claiming rights to tracks being performed. The festival's team claps back, posting a public message. "We don't need clearance. We cleared our conscience." And now the line is drawn. You're either for Drake, or you're for the culture. But just when you think this is the final act, one more shockwave hits. A former OVO employee, who left under mysterious circumstances 2 years ago, goes live on a podcast. He says people don't even know the half of what Drake's done to control this industry. If the truth came out, half these artists would have to admit they owe him, but the other half, they'd sue him. He doesn't elaborate, but it's enough to get everyone speculating. What secrets are being hidden? Who's protecting who? And through it all, Drake remains mostly quiet. He posts one photo. No caption. Just him sitting on the edge of a rooftop, overlooking a city at night. Fans are reading into it like scripture, TSO. Some say it's his final moment before returning with a vengeance. Others say it's a metaphor for being on the edge, literally and figuratively. But one thing is clear. This ain't just a moment in hip-hop. This is a reset. And Drake might be on the wrong side of history, and just when you thought it couldn't go any deeper, it does. The day before the first Black Rose Showcase is set to kick off in Atlanta, a mystery package arrives at multiple major hip-hop radio stations across the country. Inside each envelope, a single black USB labeled only with the words, "Final Warning." No sender. No branding. No watermark. At first, nobody plays it. Stations are nervous. Lawyers are on edge. But then, a smaller online blog decides to take the risk and uploads the contents. And what they find? It's not a diss track. It's not a freestyle. It's a recorded phone call between two high-ranking execs discussing what appears to be a plan to blacklist Drake from future award shows, radio rotation, and even certain playlists. The kicker: the names mentioned during the call include people allegedly tied to Kendrick's label and Travis's business team. It's explosive. Suddenly, the narrative shifts again. Fans start asking, wait, was this a cultural rebellion? Or a silent industry coup? Was Kendrick leading a movement for real artistry? Or was this just business revenge dressed up as purity? Some supporters of Drake begin to claim he's being targeted, set up by people who were jealous of his decade-long dominance. They couldn't beat him, so they banned him, tweets one fan, which quickly gains traction. But at the same time, others push back, saying it's not a ban, it's accountability. Hip-hop just finally got tired of being manufactured. The division grows. At the same time, the first night of the Black Rose Showcase still goes ahead. Atlanta shows out. The city is packed with independent artists, conscious rappers, and industry legends who show up in solidarity. J. Cole delivers an emotional set, ending with a monologue about reclaiming authenticity. "This ain't about hating nobody," he says. "It's about healing the culture." But fans notice something strange. Kendrick doesn't perform. He shows up backstage. He takes photos. He watches. But he never touches the mic. And that leads to even more rumors. Some say he's keeping his distance to avoid legal heat. Others say he's having second thoughts about how far things have gone. One attendee overhears him saying quietly, "We didn't want exile. We wanted evolution." Meanwhile, back in Toronto, Drake is cooking. Sources say he's locked in a private studio, working with a secret team of international producers, people he's never worked with before. The goal? Reinvent, re-emerge, reclaim. And then comes the announcement. Drake posts a countdown clock to his Instagram story. It's titled "The Last Laugh." No context. No promo. Just a date 5 days away. Fans start speculating, was there more between Kendrick and Drake than we knew? Some claim there were deeper personal ties behind the scenes. Friendships that got exploited, phone calls that turned to silence. The verse seems less like a diss and more like a heartbreak. And suddenly, the vibe online shifts. People start posting things like, "This isn't a war. It's a funeral for a friendship." Others post side-by-side edits of old photos of Drake and Kendrick backstage at award shows, now looking like ghosts of a different era. But just when emotions hit their peak, J. Cole posts a video. It's short. Just him sitting at a table. He says, "I think we all forgot why we started rapping in the first place. It wasn't to destroy each other. It was to speak truth. And somewhere in all this drama, we lost that." And just like that, he steps away from the Black Rose Showcase. He cancels his appearance at the final show. He ends with, "I still love hip-hop, but I love peace more." Double quotes, mic drop. And that one move shakes everything. Kendrick doesn't respond. Travis posts a broken heart. MOJI. Drake reposts Cole's video with a single word, "respect." And in that moment, the war ends, not with a diss, not with a victory, but with exhaustion. Silent truce. The industry goes quiet. The fans are left stunned. No winners, no losers. Just scars. But one thing is clear. Drake may not be banned from hip-hop forever, but he'll never return to the throne the same way. Because now, the culture speaks louder than the charts. And Drake, he's no longer the voice, just one of many. So here we are. After all the shade, the shots, the leaks, and the legacies on the line, the dust has finally started to settle. But one thing's for sure, hip-hop will never be the same again. Drake's throne, correct. Not destroyed, but definitely not untouched. Travis. He stepped out the shadows and proved he's not just the vibe, he's the voice. Kendrick. He never needed to scream. He let the silence speak louder than bars. And J. Cole. The middle child became the middle ground, walking away from the fire while others stayed to burn. But what happens now? Does Drake reinvent himself and come back even stronger? Or has the culture spoken for good? Will the Black Rose movement continue to grow? Or will it fade once the buzz dies down? Is this the beginning of a new era in hip-hop? Or just another messy chapter in the book of rap history? That's where you come in. We want to hear from you. Was Drake really banned from hip-hop? Or did he just get humbled? Did Travis and Kendrick go too far?